Let's record. What's going on, everybody? Welcome again to the R&B and Chill podcast with your boy Ty the Pie Guy. I am here exclusively. This is our first ever R&B and Chill spotlight interview, and I'm super excited to introduce a brother who is young and out here and grinding and getting it. Producer, songwriter, artist, jack of all trades. How much should we go, Reggie? I mean,
I think you did a great job
you know,
already.
how much should we go? Should we go further? You know, should we
No, I
say
think
should we say like verified artist? Should we go there? Should we say 1 million streams plus? Should we? I mean, let me know the accolades. I'm the type to
no. You did a great job already.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and only Mr. Reggie Becton on the show. How are you, Reggie?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
I'm good. Oh my God, I'm gonna sell at the table.
Stay
Stay pivot. Reggie, I want to thank you for coming on the show. First of all, I want to thank your PR team for reaching out to me. Shout out to Woke Media.
Shout out to them.
They were very first of all, they were very professional. First ever time working with a PR team and communicating with an artist PR's team, and very professional from the first email they sent me. And I was like, at first I was like, wait, me? Y'all want to send this to me? Nah, okay. And from that point, me and Jess have been in contact. So shout out to her, shout out to Woke Media.
Shout out to them. They're amazing.
But I'm excited for this interview. I'm really excited. I really did some homework on you, listen to your music for real. And
Nice.
like I said, off camera, you are dope.
Thank you.
Everybody that I've sent your music to, because I sent them.
Okay.
I said I have my best friend, you know, in the room next to me. My girl, I sent my girl the music. I sent my boys the music, and I was like, check this dude out because he's different. Like your sound is crazy.
Thank you.
And reading up about you, I was like, I need to understand how this sound came out of PG County. You know what I'm saying? So give me a little background about how you growing up in PG County in that environment influenced your music.
Yeah, I think that PG County is such a diverse area musically. Like go-go is like when you think of go-go and that being the music of DC, which is like right there.
Right.
Go with this combination of all these sounds. It has a bit of rock, it has jazz influence, it has soul, it has gospel. You have all these things that you have rap, you have hip hop, and go to where I think that we get a taste of all types of music that kind of just makes us a bit more well-rounded,
Absolutely,
a bit more infused. But I think that also with Black culture being such a staple in DC and PG,
absolutely,
that it stays rooted in Blackness and rooted in Black sound. So like I always tell people, like my music combines rock, sometimes it combines like a lot of
it does
disco and things like that, but at the same time it stays rooted in R&B. So it's like my foundation is always R&B, but I'm able to tap into these other sounds and kind of pull from these different genres of music
right.
to kind of create this own thing. So I think that's what really helped my sound and just like my introduction to music. The first song that I remember listening to is like Proud Mary.
Oh yes, sir.
That's like my earliest music where my dad had the tape and I would just get in his car out of school and like, yo, can we listen again? Can we listen again?
And see, nowadays, our OGs are like, you don't know nothing about that music, boy. You don't know nothing about. I'm like, no, this is the music that y'all play for us. This is the music that we, you know, did chores to on Saturday mornings. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we did. You know, you had to get us up and you got to clean the bathroom and wash the clothes. And so you're playing Earth, Wind and Fire, the OJs. Who were your musical roots? I know you said who did you say again? I'm sorry.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. So who were more of those? Who were more of your musical roots?
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
A big musical root.
Wow.
I don't got the orange beanie on today, but that's normally Marvin Gaye is a big one. I grew up on like Avant, and my dad.
Wow.
I'm a big Avant fan.
I'm a big Avant fan.
I think he's like criminally underrated.
Can we talk about that for a minute?
The tone of that man's voice, the way he can do it, it's just like craziness. We owe him more.
Oh my God. I think he's one. I did an episode about like underrated kings of R&B because I
Hmm.
think there's a list
Yeah.
of R&B OGs that don't get the credit that they deserve. And
Hmm.
I believe I put Avant on that list. Like
Yeah.
so many hits during his tenure in the game. It wasn't long,
It
right?
wasn't long.
But the short amount of time that he gave us hits.
He gave us
Oh
classics.
my God, classics. Why is he not there, Reggie? Tell me. Tell me.
I don't know, man.
Oh my God. So musical roots, how did you then get started in singing and producing and songwriting? How did that come about for you?
Right. I think for me, like singing has always been a thing. Like a lot of people
Hmm.
in my family sing. So
Hmm.
as a kid, I just remember singing being a thing.
Hmm.
And I think that it was about middle school where I was like, I want to write, and I like wrote my first song, like my first serious song.
Hmm.
And it ever since then it's kind of just been like a studying songwriting, like growing up trying to like figure out who great songwriters like people like Neo and Carrie Hilson,
Right, right.
Johnson Austin, like Brian Michael Cox. You listen to these
Yes.
people and see how they're like crafting these songs. And from a very early age, to me, music was always more than just something you listen to. It was something to be studied, something to be researched, something to be like all these things to
Right,
just really digest it and not just listen as a listener. And I
right.
think from then I was like, I want to write songs like this. I want to be able to write songs and put my thoughts on paper and relate to and say things that people are thinking that just they haven't been able to say.
So when 106 and Park came on and everything like that, right? So you
Hmm.
when we was watching the top tens, were you honestly analyzing the videos like literally to the T?
Yeah, I
Because I
was.
can I can see you doing that because I kind of did that during my time period. Like I love music and I love R&B music, and I would chop it kind of down to the beat, like
I
memorize a
would have.
song in like 3 days and like
You would have
boom.
thought I was Simon Cowell at 11 years old. The way I was in
Try
there
to, that's
analyzing
not it.
this is supposed to be this way, this is supposed to be this way. But no, it really was like for me, it was really just like coursework, like
Yeah, yeah,
more
yeah.
so about critiquing it, just figuring out how these things were being made and like
Mm-hmm.
why these choices was being made, and like kind of like trying to take them and put them in my toolbox. Like, oh, they arranged that song like this. Oh, they like and
Right.
keep that with me for when I had the chance to make music. I could kind of imitate that greatness.
How many songs do you think you've written before like Reggie Becton took off mainstream? How many songs in your catalog? Because I know you got some. I just know you have like thousands of composition books
Yeah,
filled with
so many
material.
songs.
Yes, I know. So how many do you think?
It's like
Just a rough after, estimate.
if you count the ones that's like a kid,
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't
yeah.
like at least probably maybe it didn't count the ones as a songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, maybe I don't want to say 1,000 because it sounds like a reach, but like maybe like 1,000,
I don't think so. I don't think you reach it.
maybe 1,000. Some doesn't get finished all the way, but like
Right, right.
I've at least wrote 1,000 verses for sure.
Wow. That's wow.
I never
What
thought about it that way.
you right? Because and that's the thing. Like I believe you're a great songwriter and just listening to your music. I feel like you're in listening to the songs that I have listened to, and let me just say, So High is my jam. I have that on my
Thank you.
playlist. Period. That is my jam. I listen to that every morning. I have like a little ritual in the
Nice.
morning. I go up to my roof in New York, and I play So High, and
It's
that's
so
what
high. Yeah.
and that's my ritual
Perfect
in the
song
morning.
for
It's
it.
the perfect song, and like I was saying, everybody that I've sent the music to, they've said like, "Yo, he's dope. He's whoa, what?" Somebody told me your music is so cohesive
Thank
across
you.
the board, and she's right. Because putting your song in Spotify, it literally can just it flows together with everything, right? If you just make a playlist with your music, it flows together, right? Just snap of the fingers, just flowing, 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 very cohesive. And it's not too much because a lot of these artists nowadays, especially, ones who are tapping into the more R&B side, but putting a lot of pop and hip hop into it more than not, are not tapping into those musical roots. To me, you are, especially as a young artist, because you don't have to do that.
Right.
Right. You could go the mainstream route like everybody else, but the fact that you're staying in this independency lane of doing your own thing is what I think gravitated me to you as an artist. What was it like moving from PG to LA? I have to get to know that one.
It was a tough journey.
Yeah.
It was really something that I underestimated how much it would impact me. I just thought I would
Mm,
move and like, all right, I moved and
that's
it would
it.
be like
Yeah.
this wonderful world.
Yeah.
And I moved and it's been a struggle ever since. I remember getting on the plane and not having like me and my homie from college. I went to Temple. We moved out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember getting on the plane, and the first weekend out here, we didn't like have a place to stay. We just bought one-way tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So literally on the plane, we like get the plane's Wi-Fi, and we find Airbnb to stay in that weekend or something, just to hold us off to the start of the week. And it was just so crazy. Like we lived in Airbnbs our entire first year being in LA,
Wow.
and it was a small room, smaller than the room I have currently.
Right.
It was like a mini box, and it was three of us because another homie had moved out here that we went to Temple with, and we used to like rotate. It was two beds in the room, and we bought an air mattress, so we used to rotate like the air mattresses. Like every week we would switch the bed. So then at 1 week everybody got a turn on a bed, and it
Wow. The
was
struggles. Do y'all hear
no,
these struggles?
it was literally the
Do y'all
struggle.
hear the struggles? Like, it don't come easy. I just want to let y'all know it don't come
It's
easy.
not.
The struggle is really real out here.
It doesn't. It literally doesn't. And
Because I know it so
just
well.
dealing with
Jesus.
all the things like having to find a new mechanic. Like
Yeah.
the grocery stores are different names out here. Like the laundry mats are different. Like it's
Right.
so much shit that you don't think about. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, but it's so much
No.
things
Oh,
that you
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
about.
no, no, no. You're good. You're
Okay, cool,
you're
cool.
absolutely fine.
It's so much things that you don't think about when you're moving that like have an effect on you. Like even it being sunny every day
Mm-hmm.
has an effect on you. Like you're sad as fuck and you go outside and it's sunny.
It's
Like
sunny.
sunny, you go outside and it's a summer day. And on the East Coast where summer hit, it's like, all right, everything you've been going through, the world's
Right.
giving you some sunshine. Here it's like that every day. So you have to find out how to like maneuver the weather. And then there's traffic. It's just
Ooh, that LA traffic.
oh my God.
I moved out here to New York about a year ago, so I definitely understand where you're going.
Okay, yeah.
I lived in where's that? Grand Rapids, Michigan for a minute. And
Nice.
I got my master's out there last year and moved out here. It was like a lot of things happened. Life was happening at a fast rate too. And then I moved here during the pandemic and shit just I was just like, what? Why am I this
What
is
is
a
this?
lot. Like what I have to
For
now
sure.
take my clothes to the laundromat again. We got to do that. Oh man, it was like I'm not gonna lie. Like some of the privileges that I had, I was like, damn. I said I did not take advantage. It gets you to really understanding adulthood, right? Like you get thrown into this fire and you say, okay, I'm gonna take this leap. And sometimes you're thinking like the leap is not gonna have any like pitfalls or like
Right.
hills and you're not gonna get hurt. But no, that's the risk of taking the leap. You're gonna fall and you're gonna hit something. And I knew I hit too many things coming to New York. First of all,
Right.
New
I
York
say you
is,
would hit so many things.
bruh, it was like I got mad claustrophobic fast. First of all, claustrophobia is a thing for me. Like I don't like being in small spaces. But then when or crowded spaces, but then I'm in crowded spaces most of the time when I'm walking down like 42nd or I'm in
Oh my
Lower
God.
Manhattan or something like that.
That
Even
street
in
traffic.
Harlem, because I live in Harlem. So I live on First Avenue. First is so crowded. I'm like, whoo. And I had to get with it. It was like, you either gonna have to get with it or get without it. And you
Right.
got to make it work for you.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you make LA work for you in life and then in terms of your music?
I think it was a lot of like soul searching, a lot of like
Yeah.
looking inward and figuring out what I wanted and things like that, and also finding some good people to like create
Hey man, yeah.
this new version of home. I think like you look at home and you think of it as being a place, and moving has told me that like it's a place as much as it is like other people,
Mm-hmm.
and like you can create hubs of home and the feeling of home by
Right.
meeting different people. And I think that's how I really got through it mentally. But a lot of soul searching, a lot of like working on myself and figuring out who I want to be as a man happened
Absolutely.
out here. So very thankful for that. But musically, I think it was also the same, like locking in with a small team of producers and like a
Mm-hmm.
small team of people who understood the vision and just wanted to be passionate about the vision and take that upward. Aiden Curl, Marco, Marco produced So High.
Hey,
Um,
shout out to him.
L L is now one of the people that's in the fold, but like working with that super small team of producers and Aiden as an executive producer, just being able to craft the music how we see fit. And I think that I'm happy you noticed that about the sound, about how each project
It's very different.
plays,
Absolutely.
because I listen to my discography as a whole sometimes and making sure that
Mm-hmm.
it still lines up and making sure the last song of this project makes sense with the first song of this project. That's something
Absolutely.
I'm being
Absolutely.
super intentional about, and I'm glad it can be heard. So
Yeah,
appreciate
we hear it. Like when I don't play when it comes to my R&B music.
it. Okay,
Like I am a um I'm a young OG when it comes to that.
same.
I think when people see me, I made R&B and chill because there was so many hip hop shows talking
Mm-hmm.
about hip hop, podcasts talking about hip hop. Okay, we love hip hop. That's fine. But where did hip hop originate from? R&B people. We're not going to do that, right? We're not we're
Exactly.
not going to sit here and just disconnect from the mother of all of you. You understand what I'm saying? We're not going to
All
do
of you.
that. You feel me? Like we're not going to do that. So I definitely wanted to create this show, and one of the things that I wanted to do was really highlight independent artists, and you being so independent and being so successful, right? Like let's be 100%. The struggle is real, but because he's been diligent and vigilant in his walking in his path, he's successful. Here's the thing for me. When I looked up Reggie and I followed him on Instagram, okay, this man has a verified check mark. Let me tell you how many followers he has. Because you don't get no verified check mark with only less than 9,500 followers on Instagram. You have to be some type of dope. Okay? That don't just happen overnight. That don't happen. We talking about people who got 18,000, 19,000, 20,000 looking for the verified. Reggie is out here beasting y'all with the verified on Instagram with less than 10K. I'm just saying. I'm just saying he's doing something right. And I
Thank
respect
you.
that, especially in his independency. So going into that, how has you being independent in a positive and negative way, how has that been conducive for your music?
It's been very conducive. It has allowed me to really create the sound and music I've wanted. You know, there have been conversations with other people, bringing other
Right.
people in, and the first thing they do sometimes is try to change you. Oh, we hear you like this, like, oh yeah, you're in this lane of this, and I think that
Right.
staying independent has allowed me to keep the integrity and the authenticity of my sound intact.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it also has allowed me to like release music the way I want to do it, and just
Mm-hmm.
like the way when I want to put out a song for my fans, I can do that. There's no big time label exec or A&R or even
Right.
digital company saying like, no, we need a better single, we need a hit, there's
Right.
no one like that. So it allows me to bet on myself and take risks musically without and like progressing these projects and delivering music that I think that the world needs instead of what the
Right.
world is already be given just for a bottom dollar or a financial line we're trying to hit. So I think for me, that's been like the best part about being independent, the creative freedom that comes
Mm-hmm.
with it.
What?
Um,
Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was wrapped up.
What does a session with you in the studio look like?
So I sessions with me are very much like it's like fun work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very particular about what I do, but I
Yeah,
allow people to do
right.
anything around
Absolutely.
me. But
Yeah.
really, it's just like I like some good candles. Like it's a candle behind me right
I
now.
see you. I see you.
A
Yeah, I
good
got a candle
candle,
right over there. I see.
a good candle. Some
Yep.
sage is always needed just to clear out the
Absolutely.
vibe. Start it up. Started with some sage. Normally we have some Jameson there. Some Jameson
Come
or
on,
some
James.
Jack
Okay,
Daniels in
Jameson.
there. Um,
Little dog.
yeah. I don't really like
Yeah.
to. I don't really like to record and smoke because of vocal cords and drying out the throat.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
like
I hear
when
that.
I smoke, I get very weird about sounds and things like
Yes.
that. So
Yes.
I try to keep that out the way. But it's a very relaxed environment. I really like everyone who's there to be intentionally there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like really be focused on what we're focused on at the time. I
Right.
hate when there's just like an excessive amount of people in the studio, and you're just like, it's 12 of y'all there, but only 4 people are really working. It's just like the
So y'all
energy
just
can
here
be
to
off
be
that
here.
way,
Yeah,
yeah.
no. Y'all
But I
gotta
love
go.
creating with others and being able to collaborate and like
Mm-hmm.
everybody getting hype off of one song, and then we're all just like working together to finish it. It feels like some Power Ranger shit, and I love the Power Rangers.
I
So
love that. Same. Same.
so yeah, so that's like the vibe I try to create in the studio, like a home, relaxed
I love
litness.
that. I love that. What was I about to go into? I was about to ask you something else. It was about to be a like off this topic question. There we go. Who? All right, here we go. Top five. No
Okay.
particular order. Okay. Your top five male R&B artists, and then I'm going to ask you your top five women R&B artists.
So Prince,
Okay.
Prince number
Okay.
one,
Off the
number
rip.
one.
The
Um,
go.
you got to mention Usher.
Us. Okay. Yep. Can't have a top five
Um,
without them.
who else do I love a lot? I love Miguel a lot, so I'm gonna mention
Mm-hmm.
Miguel. He's great. Um, I want to throw Avant in there.
You, I wouldn't be mad at you.
I think this is my top
Hey, I
five.
wouldn't be mad at you.
Um, and then honestly, all right. Oh my god. So okay, it's hard
It's
for me.
hard. It's hard. I understand.
Who did I say? I said Prince,
You said
Usher,
Prince, Usher,
Miguel.
Avant, Miguel, and you got
I'm
one
gonna
more.
I'm gonna end up with Marvin. I want to do Marvin slash Stevie, but
Oh, that's a good one. I
I'm
can
gonna end
give
up
you
with
an honorable
Marvin.
mention.
Yeah, Marvin and Stevie.
Okay. Okay. That's a solid top five. And then your women.
Ooh, women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Brandy's number one for sure. Um,
Okay.
I love. It's so hard because you just love people for different things.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Would you put Tina in there?
no, I love Tina, but not that she's not a top five. No disrespect.
No disrespect, Tina. No
She's
disrespect.
definitely top three of all time.
Period.
But my top five, I'm trying to think about who I
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
I want to put I said I want to put I really love Rihanna. Childhood Reggie loves
Wow. Now
Rihanna,
that is a first.
right?
That is a first. That is the
You have to
first time I have heard anybody say that.
a
Now
top
you
five
got
Rihanna fan.
my brain churning now.
Think about
Oh snap.
her way of being a chameleon, how she's able to just like go through these
Wow.
genres, and we don't give her ear, we don't give it enough credit about how she takes
Oh,
these songs.
I'm gonna have to bring that to the congregation.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
Rihanna
to
top five.
I'm gonna have to bring that to the
Um,
congregation.
not we're not talking about we're talking about top five overall, not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
singing. We're not pinpointing the specifics. So I'm gonna say Brandy, Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love. Ooh, I'm trying to think about everybody and not make no irrational decisions. Um, honestly, I want to say India Ari because I think one of
Love her.
her
I feel
albums,
like she's underrated
yeah, she's
so much.
amazing.
Absolutely.
Um, I feel like I'm gonna fuck it up. I want to say.
You got this.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Ooh, yeah, after hotels.
Even
Listen,
before and after that reality
hey,
show.
hey, listen.
Jasmine Sullivan.
She been killing it.
Yeah, she's been going crazy. That's four. Um,
You have a very diverse top five, and I love it.
yeah, I'm trying to make sure I cover all my bases. Um, lastly, who do I want to say to round out my top five? It's hard. Let
Who we
me.
got?
Mm,
Dun 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 dun.
this is so hard. Top five round out pick. I'm gonna just go with the GOAT. I'm gonna go with Beyonce.
All right, I figured she was gonna be in there somewhere.
It's not like she's hard to pick. She's like the easy top five answer.
Yeah, she is an
She's
easy top five
She's
though.
like zero. She's like we all know.
We know. Yeah. So I definitely did get top five. One thing that I saw and dug up, and well, not even dug up. Your PR team sent it to me, but Chris Brown is written for you, right?
No, Chris Brown has not written for me.
No, you've written for him.
No. I've tried to write for him, but one of my songs. So issues for the song submitted to doing a writing session for like a Chris Brown project.
Got
That's
you.
where the song issues come from.
Okay. Listen, I don't care. In my mind, he's wrote for Chris Brown. Like,
no, I haven't got that placement yet.
Listen, I think you're getting there, especially you being in the space there. And I think you're, like I said, the way you moving, and the way your music is just hitting on so many levels. R&B music is not as mainstream as it once was. Right. But shout out to those like you, her, Giveon, Lucky Day,
amazing,
Masego, these young art and others who are really keeping the genre alive, because people like me who are R&B heads are like, R&B music is dying. And it's like, no, it's not dying. You have to just go search for it. It's not as it is
accessible,
right, as it was in the 90s and the 2000s, because that was popping. Now we have, or back then it was like halfway through the 2000s, it was pop music. You know what I'm saying? Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all that good stuff. Britney, all of that. Then you got Drake. Then you had hip hop, and then it was just like, oh, I'll push R&B to the side, and I got hurt. Not gonna lie, I got hurt.
We all did.
I was hurt. You know, I was like, ah. But then when I hear artists like y'all, I'm like, I can't say that anymore. I just stopped saying that. I just stopped saying like, okay, R&B music is not dead. It's actually being reborn into something better. It's like a phoenix.
Yeah, it's like a renaissance right now.
Yeah, it's like a phoenix right now. It's rising from the ashes, and it's like I'm seeing so many of you guys rise and really just showcase the beauty that is R&B. So before we get out of here, let's talk about your upcoming album.
Let's talk about
that. That's coming up. Can we get any scoops? I don't want, I don't want you to give me too much, because you know I'm respective of the artists. I'm as a fellow content creator, I respect the artist's content and where it is. But as also a podcaster in an interview, I still gotta ask, and I gotta get it pulled out. So what can we expect from your upcoming album? Is this your debut?
This is my first.
This is the first one. What can we expect? Because the EP was fire. The thank you EP was fire. So what can we expect from your upcoming album, your debut album, that I believe is very highly anticipated? Because I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm just saying, I'm waiting. So
no, I hope people are anticipating it, and I think on it you're gonna get you're gonna get me. Like I think with all the other EPs, you've got bits and pieces of me,
Right.
and then you got some stories from a friend, or a story about something my brother was going through,
Right.
or a story of something my mom was going through. You know, like you got other people's stories, and I think on this album you get my stories. You get the last 5 years,
Mm,
how it's been living in California. It
yeah.
starts with me, my thoughts as I was on the plane, and it ends with how I feel today and like where I think I'm headed today. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
you go through those journeys to me. You get to hear about my depression. You get to hear about like my issues, for lack of better terms. You get to
Yeah.
hear there's a song called Traffic on there, and you get to hear
Ooh.
about how I've like been in traffic literally and figuratively. So it's just
Right.
like
Right.
all these songs, and these songs are like super metaphoric for LA, but also my life in LA, which
Right.
I think is a cool play on the album. And really, you just see how I've been growing as a man, how I've been out here.
Absolutely. Are we how many tracks can we expect on the album? Are we expecting 10, 12, 15,
Right now, it's looking
27?
like 12, but you never know when we get to the finish line.
Ooh, okay.
It may be 7 by then, but right now it's looking like 12 songs.
Okay, okay.
Um, yeah, so 12 songs, and I think that's what I told my I told Aiden, and I was telling him like I want 12 songs like Chick-fil-A nuggets. I love Chick-fil-A, so like 12
Mm-hmm.
songs, it's just right. Um, and we've been working on it for like 3 years, and we thought we had 12
Wow.
before,
That's
then we
amazing.
thought we had another 12, and then we thought we had another 12.
Yeah.
And then it's like I have had so many versions of this project that super happy with the version we have now. And I think that all the delays and all the obstacles that kind of
Mm-hmm.
slowed the project down and us getting here, it's like the perfect time for it, the perfect day, and the anticipation just being able to build more and more. So I'm hoping that it really connects with people, and it's different. It's a different R&B, but I think it's an R&B that's needed.
I'm excited for it. Title. Can we get a title? Is there a
Sure,
title coming?
it's titled California.
Ooh.
The album is titled California.
Okay. And release date maybe.
October,
October.
a
California.
little over a month away.
Oh, how are you feeling right now? Like really, really, how are you feeling personally and mentally, right?
Right,
About everything because of your journey from being because you're an artist, you're creative, right? So being that I understand in some capacity, how is your mental right now? How are you feeling right now? Right?
it's
Like,
it's 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 been some tough weeks. There's been a
yeah,
lot of like work going on, and at times you get exhausted.
yeah,
I still work a 9 to 5, so then there's that part of it, like
right.
having to like be somewhere 9 to 5, and then having to work at your like 5 to 9. I'm working on my dreams and things like that.
Right, right.
So in that space, you can get lost. You don't have as much time to talk to family members. You don't have that much time to hang with friends, and that becomes taxing. Like all the sacrifices you make start to pile up and pile up, pile up,
Right,
and become
right,
mentally taxing.
right.
But I think that anytime I get to like talk about the album and like like revisit some of those, like hear out the journey, it's a reminder
Yeah,
like, all right, troubled times don't last always, and some of the things that I have
absolutely.
now I was praying for a year or two ago. So kind of stay in this place of gratitude at all time, but at the same time allow myself to feel the emotions that arrive at my front door. But it's been fun, to say the least. Like working
Yeah.
on my dreams and seeing them come to fruition has been one of the biggest blessings I've had in life. Um, but yeah, just dealing with all the roller coaster ride of it all.
Yeah. I hear
But I
that.
think like I was weird. I was telling my manager the other day, like
Mhm.
I wrote this album while I was like getting my foot in LA, and like you hear about those troubled times, like when I was depressed or when I
Yeah.
had fucked up a relationship or something. And I was like now, and it's like I was going through each one during a period, and I feel like now it's like I'm experiencing the album all over again. I thought I was past
Right.
it. It's like I'm
And now it's just
experiencing the
and now you
album,
have
and
to
I'm like,
listen to it back like,
right.
wow.
And one of the things I was scared about was like being able to relate to the album by the
Mhm.
time it comes out. And I'm like, God must be giving me the blues so I can relate to all this
Absolutely.
shit when I start singing it live and stuff, because I have been living it all over, experiencing this
Listen,
album all again.
how have the performances been? Because I've seen some of the performances you've done. Uh
Performing performing has been a wonderful. I think that's like I'm super excited to get to perform more and
Yeah.
get to perform at this selection show and then get to go on tour this fall with Grace Weber.
Hey, that's hype.
Those are all like some of the highlights of the year because it's something I've been like working up to.
Absolutely.
And performing has become like for me at first it was like a lot of anxiety attached to it
Mm-hmm.
and getting nervous, and I still get those things, but now it's like this is fun. Like this is like superhero shit. Like
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is
It is a superhero shit for
this
sure.
is where the real magic lies.
Yeah,
Like all that shit in
yeah,
the studio and making it, yeah,
yeah.
that shit's fun. But when you get to go out there and you get
When
see
you
500 people and they all want to
cheering you
receive,
on, bro.
right, and they're ready to receive what you have to offer and the energy that you planned. I tell people all the time, like you don't know what goes. Like you see 20 minutes, and we
That's
rehearse maybe 100 hours for
yeah,
30 minutes at a
yeah.
time.
I'm
But
excited. I'm excited for your journey, man. I'm excited to
thank you.
see your journey continue for real. And hopefully I get to a concert, man. Hopefully you can come to New York or some shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, we're in
saying?
New York in November.
Okay.
Baby's all right.
Okay. Yes. I need the tickets. I need the tickets. Real
You
talk.
got
I
you.
need
Got
the
you.
link. I need the link. Before we get out of here, on the new album,
Okay.
out of all 12 songs,
Yeah.
which one would you say is your favorite?
Ooh, it changes all the time.
Just like an artist would say how to do it.
Changes all the time. Right now, today
Mm-hmm.
speaking, and it's only been my favorite for a minute. I think this really might be my favorite, but right now it's Traffic.
Traffic.
It's just so different. It's jazzy. It has like
Yeah.
this jazz feel to it, and I never really played. But then it's also like this swing. I watched Why Do Fools Fall in Love recently again,
That's my movie.
and I was just inspired by like Frankie Lyman and that whole like 60s. So it has like this constant snap to it, and it's just real jiggy, and it's like it's about it's about being stuck in a relationship and being in traffic. Like you're just not going anywhere. And I think it's such a clever spin on the word traffic and how to like as a songwriter, it makes me happy as well.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for the album. I'm more excited because I'm like, okay, I need some more music. Every time it's excessive because every time I fan over an artist, I'm like, I need some more music, especially independent artists, especially if I know they're really, really good. I'm like, yo, I'm one of them heckler fans. Like, hey, yo, excuse me.
Album.
Yeah. Be like, where's the album? Hey. Because I've been, and like I said, it was funny that you had Rihanna in your top 5 because I've been asking Rihanna for R9 for years. Where is she, Reggie?
I don't know, man.
Huh? You gonna have to get her up on the line.
I'll be on R9 by the time
bruh. Let you be on R9 by the time it come out. It's lit. It's lit.
R9 together.
At the same time, I've been waiting for R9 since Anti came out.
Oh my god, such a good album.
And Anti was such a good. And here's the thing, I can play Anti all day. But the thing is, I'm like, I know you have at least 20 songs in the can ready to come out, ready to have. I know you just became a billionaire. I get it. You got money. You're like, bump this music shit. I get it. All you got to do is put on R9 and say, I retire. That's it.
I think it's a bit of mentally, that's imagine like on her level. Like you have all these businesses now tied to the fact that you're Rihanna, and then you got your greatest, like your magnum opus was your last album. It's like, where do you I know Solange in the seat at the table, it's like, do I really want to put out another album?
I know, because I the seat at the table is a classic. It's a classic that I will always play forever. Like it was.
Yeah, I would listen to it yesterday. It's like one of those things where I'm like, damn, I'll always play this album.
Absolutely. Like I'm just, I hear what you're saying. I get it. Like why would I? But it's Rihanna though. We still gonna get it.
That's what.
Because we asking for it. Right?
If she take one L, that may be less makeup. So one L may be less clothes. So you know what I mean? So it's like
you're right. You're right. So she gotta basically pick and choose her battles at this point.
Yeah, she in a different bag. She gotta think about.
I know, and the crazy thing is people have been telling me that like she not gonna put out the album. She in different bags now. She ain't thinking about the music. I'm like, I get that.
But I think the world needs it.
Yes, yeah, that's the thing.
Dropping the whole like COVID to be solved just by the power of a Rihanna album.
Everything in the world will be okay. I'm
what
just
if God was
saying.
mad that he don't have the Rihanna album?
I'm saying, Reg. I'm saying, bro.
And
I'm
Rihanna
saying.
is the cause for all this we've been going through. Conspiracy.
I'm just saying, because now you unlocking minds here. She has not put out R9 and all of this bullshit is happening. Y'all let me know.
Right.
We need it, Rihanna. Okay? Stop playing with me. I know you listen to the podcast. I don't know that for real, but I know you do.
She listens for sure.
You listen. So if you're listening to my voice, please. just secretly sneak me a link. I'll be fine.
Give us a single.
That's it. With it. Something. Feature on somebody's song. Like, I'm just like, can we get a feature? Can we get something?
Shit.
Bro, she's the one artist that I'm like, you haven't done musically anything since 2016 or 17, 16.
And it also feels like you're not close to your peak.
No.
I think we can get. We should have 3 more albums,
bruh.
And then
she out here. Right. She out here body fire. She out here billionaire body fire, and like you said, her peak to me hasn't even plateaued yet. She ain't. I feel like she's hit her peak when it came to maybe the makeup and the business, maybe. But musically, I think she hasn't even.
We haven't seen the best.
We haven't even seen it. Beyonce's still there,
right?
She's still peaking. I'm like, Rihanna, you can go.
We need more.
We need more. All right, y'all. I'm just saying. We just saying we need more, Riri. That's all. All right, Reggie, where can they find you? Let them know your Instagram handles and your Spotify.
Me on all socials: Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, any type of social, YouTube at Reggie Becton. It's pretty quite simple. Even on Facebook, just Reggie Becton.
That's it. Name. Period. And we'll put all the descriptions and links in the description box. Reggie, we thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you so much.
I appreciate it.
No problem. Again, thank you to your PR team. I will always shout out your PR team. Your PR team was amazing. You feel what I'm saying? They were really amazing. Shout out to your PR team. Jess and the team were amazing. Shout out to them. Shout out to you. Continue to be great and diligent in your music. I feel like you are about to if not already, boom. And I'm excited to hear your debut album. I'm a fan now. Understand what that means.
Thank you.
Okay. Understand what that means now. I'm a true fan of yours now. So I will be expecting singles every week, right? I will be expecting droppage.
All right, we got to see you in like 2 weeks.
That's it. I need it.
We got you covered.
Oh man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, follow us at on Instagram and on Facebook at the RBC Podcast. You can follow our network page on Twitter and on Instagram at the THC Network _. You can follow me at _Ty the Pie Guy, and that's it. And we will be back next week. We actually have another spotlight interview for y'all, so stay tuned. All right. Peace, love, and hair grease, guys.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.